defeated, but anything can happen set for set.
It'll be Japan to get this one started with Nichika Yamada at the end line. One of 3 survivors from that Tokyo Olympic squad. The turnover of personnel. With new players coming through, players retiring. It's pretty quick to dismantle a team these days, isn't it? But here is the first serve comes in, and it's pretty comfortably handled, and a big net clawed, and immediately some defensive work. Naimi then picking it up as well, and here's a swing from Ana Cristina. And first point on the board for Brazil.
Ana Cristina not with the hardest hit, but trying to find that line shot, seeing the defense wasn't fully set up there. Great digs on both sides so far, loving the defense.
That's a nice take from Hayashi. And again, a bit more defense there. Deanna getting involved, and no real chance to swing at that one for Gabi, so she just plays it safe, and that's hit down by Ayaka Araki. Stands out with those swimmer's goggles, doesn't she, Araki? But a real presence at the net as well.
Araki's signature goggles. If you can get her involved this early in the set, things are going to happen in Japan's favor pretty quick.
Iwasaki, the setter, sends that down in the direction of Gabi, who comes up with an overpass, which is instantly punished.
Overpasses are something you don't see often from Brazil. For Japan, take full advantage of these points on a platter, because it's not going to happen all match.
Hayashi saying, I can't believe you did that, but I'm going to punish you. So Iwasaki then sends in a really short one that Naomi is struggling for, and gets a contain on this. Just like Deanna couldn't really swing through that, and Ishikawa can swing, but now some good defensive work on the back end, and then there's a block coming in from Araki again. The goggles are gleaming early here.
I don't think I've ever seen a blocker catch their own ball. Ana Cristina could have covered this if she just reacted with a platform rather than a slow reaction. Great block, though, for Japan.
Fast start for Japan. Much better pass this time for Gabi. A little dime pass this time, but again, the contain work is so good, and that's catching hands and dropping in anyway from Kotona Hayashi. Red hot start from Japan. Zay Roberto saying, what is going on out there?
Hayashi going for the fingertips, and again, there's zero snap in the wrist because she wants that ball to fly out with a tiny touch on Brazil.
Got the touch, dropped it in anyway, just for good measure. Iwasaki again, they continue to serve Gabi, who handles that one really well. Now, does that catch hands? No, Rosa Maria sends it long. Is that one going to be looked at? Yes, it is.
In the first match against Thailand versus Dominican Republic, we did not expect Thailand to come out so hot. They got their middles involved right away. They were playing loose. And Japan's coming out with the momentum as well initially.
Well, if ever a block touch was needed, it's needed right here for Zay Roberto. Certainly Rosa Maria's reaction was that felt she got something on that. She was looking for hands anyway, and she felt she got them. Right under the referee's nose, I might add. Well, let's see. Watch the fingers. I'm not seeing anything move. I think that was one of those please give us a break challenges, wasn't it? It doesn't work like that.
Well, volleyball players, you also got to have a little bit of acting skills, too. You don't ever admit if you think there wasn't a touch. You just go with it. Oh, Japan staying warm. Making sure the momentum doesn't stop. That's the downside when you got the momentum and then there's a challenge. It really does just kind of break that cycle.
And now we finally do get the delayed confirmation from our first referee that that is indeed no challenge. Rosa Maria was hoping for the best there, and the best wasn't good enough. And a red-hot start here as Iwasaki will stay on serve. Will they continue to go after Gabi? No, it's this time Ana Cristina. Ana Cristina will look to finish the job, really swinging into that one.
And Ana Cristina has such a fast approach. You can afford to set her lower. That speeds everything up. Her footwork, her arm, making it really hard for Japan to get their defense in set.
Rosa Maria at the end line. It's a comfortable take as well. Not really challenging. Oh, a little bit of heat on that one from Mayu Ishikawa.
Mayu Ishikawa going right for Rosa Maria, and this was the right read from Rosa Maria. The problem was she moved at contact. If her platform could have stayed, that would have been a great dig.
Ishikawa sends it long, side out. We're playing in Novara in Italy. She's staying in Italy, but with Novara next season. Mayu Ishikawa, having spent a year in Firenze. Ana Cristina. Again, the passing game is on point. I mean, it's an easy set and an easy kill for Araki, and if the passing game stays this hot for Japan, they're going to be very, very tough to beat here.
Huge kill from Araki, and again, the block was not set whatsoever from Brazil. Look at the lack of hands in front of her, making that easy decision to go right down her middle.
It's sent back by Naimi, and again, that's too good this time. No team speeding up the process a little bit. Diana sending that one in.
Diana has that length. She's not just tall, but she is so athletic. She reads the play well and can see the open areas across from her.
Here she is serving. And again, these Brazil serves just not challenging at all. That's an easy put away for Hayashi, who just decided to find a big landing area for that one. The Brazil serve is just giving no problems to Japan's receivers at the moment.
And a lot of coaches will tell you, they say it sounds boring, but it's all about the serve and pass game. From that first contact, you really want to get your opponent out of system.
Hayashi serves Ana Cristina. Roberta's got a bit of work to do, does it nicely, and Gabi pops up on the offensive end of things. Now, they need to get her going, that's for sure.
Gabi might have the most unique arm swing on Brazil. How she winds up, it's like she's throwing a baseball. Really good placement as well.
Roberta. Ooh, a slight overpass. That's all it needed from Koga. Koga will catch hands there, and we've got a whistle as somebody's just caught the net there. That's a let-off for Japan.
For Japan, you're not going to keep getting these points all night, so if you got to take full advantage from behind that service line.
Koga with serve. Ana Cristina with the pass. Rosa Maria with the swing off the high hands and away. That's what Rosa Maria can do, unloading on that one.
Great set from Roberta. She sets Rosa Maria really low, again forcing that quick approach, not giving Japan's blockers time to get four strong hands against her.
Gabi was looking to sneak an ace, just get a nibble of a line there. Didn't quite work, so Brazil have settled down at least after that slow start. More of a side-out game going on now. So Japan have that early advantage as we're back with Yamada. He came up with the first serve of this match, serving at 10-6. Serve Naimi. Roberta again sends a high one this time. And look how high Ana Cristina took that. Whoa!
Again, the key for Japan is get Brazil out of system, because when they're in system, it's so hard to defend their hitters. They'll go through your block, they'll find those cross shots and make the ball drop deep.
Carroll at the end line. And that's an easy take. And it blocks there. Diana was there right alongside Rosa Maria, and no way through that tandem.
This is where Brazil shows you why they're so good. It's not just hitting, it's the frontline defense. The block is so in sync. The hands, the shoulders, everything touching and pressing.
Whoa.
What a swing from Koga, coming from behind the 10-foot line. Flying at the net, again, finding that split between Brazil's block, making it impossible to get a good dig.
Iwasaki serving Ana Cristina. Maria goes for a little bit of finesse. Hayashi reads it. Back set it goes. And, oh, big pick up there from Gabi. Anna Cristina will try and attack this. Koga, who had that big swing, picks it up. And then it's put away by Ishikawa, who, again, finds plenty of space. Well played point, Japan.
Great shot by Ishikawa. She's really great hand control, especially when it comes to moving different shots around, keeping Brazil on their toes.
Zé Roberto says, I've seen enough of this. We need to talk things over here. And I know one thing about this game. If Zé Roberto's talking, you're listening.
Love to be a fly in that huddle.
I don't think you'd want to be on the receiving end of it.
That's why you stand behind me. Can't see you. That's the trick.
Actually, in all seriousness, the mark of a great coach is they don't shout. They don't. They don't. He doesn't. But he will be saying, we need to refocus on what the game plan was. And just
Clipboards are not scared of him.
That's all right. Get the fundamentals right. So, yeah, long way to go. Terrific start for Japan. Roberto will send this over once again. Hands are there to deny Anna Cristina. Hands there to deny Hayashi this time. It'll end up with Ishikawa. Nothing doing there. Anna Cristina again. Whoa, let rip on that one. That one was so good, even Zé Roberto gave it a little attaboy. A round of applause from Coach on this one.
This swing from Anna Cristina deserves that round of applause. Beating out those huge hands in front of her and not going right for the line, but making sure she hits that seam.
Rosa Maria. Brazil continue to react off that timeout. Forward set, and no winner there for Iraqi. And that's too good again. They're starting to power up on their attacks here now, Brazil. That's Rosa Maria ripping through again.
In this offense from Brazil is why it's so important for Japan to validate their runs, because Brazil's not going to let you have it long.
Clawing their way ever closer here. Rosa Maria serving Ishikawa, the back row attack. That's coming straight back over. Iwasaki will send it far side, and a cross-court swing from Katona Hayashi is perfect.
Great shot by Hayashi. She literally drops her left shoulder so deep and reaches as high as she possibly can. She couldn't get any higher, and then that snap. Perfect cross shot.
Ishikawa. Pass denied, the back set. Deanna denied on the slide. Anna Cristina gets picked up again by those hands. We've got a buzzer has gone off here. That's because a challenge has come in. Net touch. Now, they've only get 2 challenges per set, and they've lost one already. So this is a bit of a roll of the dice here, unless they've seen something clearly.
Because this is a challenge during the rally. If the challenge is successful, Team Brazil will take the point. But if the challenge is failed, the point.
You have to imagine he believes he saw it clearly to stop mid-play.
Especially with only 1 challenge in the set left, and we're still early in the set. You get this wrong, you're done for the set. There is.
Oh. Someone knows what he's doing. I did not see that net move. That was a great vision.
Zé Roberto is the only person in this arena that saw that, and it was the far side of him as well. He saw it.
That's a good point. Opposite side.
Well, that didn't come from one of the coaching staff. That's all him. So Anna Cristina. Big serve. Big attack coming back the other way from Serena Koga to skipper.
And Koga's that player that's going to move the ball around, and even if you give her the tiniest split, she's somehow going to find it.
Iraqi. And Cristina with the pass. Roberta will also feed, but I tell you, she's made that look really easy, Rosa Maria, from a long way off net. Here's Diana. I'll tell you, we're seeing big swing after big swing. Katona Hayashi, all 1.73 of her. I mean, that's shorter than me, but look at the elevation she gets.
You read my mind. Hayashi is almost unassuming as a power hitter. She's so strong. It's amazing how hard she can hit that ball. The deep miss serve showing how strong she is from the service line as well.
Yeah, she heard you.
Happens.
Roberta. On the line serve again. The slide, that doesn't work. The container's there. Koga's denied. Brilliant bit of contain as well. And out of the back row. Oh, what a dig. Anna Cristina doesn't get through. Hayashi's there with the dig of the match so far. Roberta with nowhere to work there. Did brilliantly to keep it alive. The slide doesn't work either. Coming back over, and still it goes on. Anna Cristina picking it up. Gabi, too good. No, it's alive. They're all saying it's dead, and the point is confirmed. Hayashi thought she'd perform the miracle pancake, but no. What a rally.
Well, Hayashi's first dig of that rally was insane. How she absorbed that ball, how high it went in the air.
He's challenged it. He's called it. He thinks that Hayashi's got it.
I like that challenge because if anybody gets the ball up, it's her.
The problem with the pancake challenge, as you well know, you feel that you get your hand underneath it, but sometimes the ball can also hit the floor as well as the hand. So that's what we've got to look at here. Hayashi obviously feels she's got a clean contact.
Oh,
well, that
this
doesn't look
view
it.
Doesn't look like she had it.
No, that's a floor touch all the way. This first set's picking up traction fast, isn't it? And it's Brazil that are picking up the speed, pulling to within a point here as Roberta serves down the line once again to Koga. Oh, too good from Ishikawa.
Nice pipe attack from Ishikawa. With how low that set was, you would think she's a front row hitter, and look where she lands, taking full advantage of that deep approach.
Koga on serve. Anna Cristina with the pass. And Rosa Maria saying thank you very much. As easy as 1, 2, 3. See you later.
Yamada immediately put up her hand saying, that's my bad, I'll close the block, and that was great vision. Seeing that block was not fully ready.
Naomi getting underneath that, and then a lovely, clever finish from Carol. What a dig from Naomi, and that's where all the Brazil players went. Look at that. Hey, that one's on the libero.
Naomi deserves hugs, and what made that dig so great was the absorption. Look right here, how low that ball stayed because she completely absorbed it with her platform and brought her arms into her stomach.
Here comes the back row attack again from Koga. That'll go. Naomi, even Naomi couldn't get that one. Scouting the opposition, the Italian coaching staff in the house. Yamada's serve is not the most challenging, and clever. Really clever there from Rosa Maria. We're seeing the full range of her artillery in this first set.
In Brazil, they don't always have to have the hardest hit. Just like the Dominican Republic last match, they found success in that middle of the court, which is always open. Good effort, though, from Japan's wings.
Fourth attack point for Rosa Maria. She's got a block in there as well. That's going to be denied. Ishikawa can't find a way through, so it'll be sent backside. Koga can't get through. Anna Cristina, she can't get through. Ishikawa's there. And coming in out of the back row goes Serena Koga and just rips it deep.
Perfect hit from Koga and off a platform set. And that's where you want to hit that ball, right in the corner, making it impossible for the middle and right to connect and get that seam.
Japan trying to hold their nerve, can't afford service errors though, as Iwasaki looks to get a little nibble of the sideline there, but that was not close. Not seen an ace yet. Rosa Maria can't get one either. Lovely set. Once again, Anna Christina's there. Anna Christina can't get that one though. Where's that going? Back over. Anna Christina with the dig, I think, in front of Naomi. Anna Christina again. That ball is attracted to her like a magnet. And we're going to get a call against Japan. Is that for a carry or a double touch? A net touch. Net touch from Katona Hayashi. Now that is being challenged as well, and it's the same situation here for Masayoshi Manabe. If this challenge fails, he's out of challenges for the set. Oh, centerline fault, they're now saying, is the challenge, not a net touch. Well, there it is.
You don't see that often.
But that's what
that was a good call, though.
That's what the second referee's there for. Second referee spotted that. Agnieszka Miklic, our Polish second referee. Not going to fool her with one of those. Good call. Brazil front running now. Rosa Maria on serve. And the pass is terrific. That's going to catch hands. Not going to be a winner from Hayashi. And look at that, a deft touch from Anna Christina. She saw the big landing area, center court, and said, that's where I'm putting it.
Anna Christina with the whiff, making production happen in the middle of the court, not even with the tip, but with this shot, almost floats in the air, no spin on it, making it so hard to get that ball up.
What were they, 4-1, 5-1 up early? Not anymore.
And both teams took turns going on runs, so Japan clearly giving it up. I think that the pressure shifted back to themselves. Originally, Japan had put it on Brazil, weren't playing hard on themselves. Now you can kind of see their body language has changed a little bit. It's hard not to get mentally down a little bit, especially when your opponent reaches that 20-point mark. That's how it is in volleyball across the world. In any set, when they reach 20, it's like, it's almost end of the set. We're not at 20 yet.
Especially when you've been leading all the way.
Yeah, that's frustrating. You want to make sure your work is validated. It's like when you get an amazing play and then the next one just goes right in the net. All that work for nothing.
Yeah. Rosa Maria looking to pour on the pain here. Down the line goes Hayashi. They needed that. Set's gone if they don't win that point.
Hayashi's so fun to watch because she does everything she can to get as high as she can. Watch her vertical, her legs splitting, trying to do everything she can to get up in the air physically.
Ishikawa with a big one that produces an overpass, or does it? A right duel at the net going on there, and Brazil can now get themselves set up. Gabi coming out of the back row, nothing doing. Iwasaki is there. Koga goes cross court. That's going to get into the crowd. Serena Koga bringing a little bit of extra mustard on that swing.
Battle at the net. Again, the key for Japan is get Brazil out of system, and this is how you do it.
Guy in the crowd, cool as you like. Oh, it's not going to drop on me. I'm okay. Roberta goes backside. Deanna's denied. And then Koga's denied. Big double block there. So she goes cross court instead and says, I'll take it there instead.
What Japan is doing so well at right now is those touches off the block. Even when Brazil blocks them, Japan is covering. They're getting these touches that most teams would let fall. Their effort is relentless when it comes to their defense right now.
3 points in a row. Japan front running. Zé Roberto says, I don't like the direction of travel here.
And just like that, Japan is 21. When Brazil was the first one at 20, then stayed stagnant, that just shows you how mentally strong Japan is playing right now. Oh, love the posters. Love the fans in here.
I thought you were going to translate that one for me. Come on.
Oh, I could take a good guess.
Ishikawa with serve. That's not well handled at all. Anna Christina's going to have a real swing at this, which is exactly what she produces and made a tough situation look very easy.
And when you're at the pro level, you know how to hit those hands and make it impossible for the back line to defend. That's not a lucky shot. That's completely on purpose.
Macris, the normal starting setter, checks in for Roberta, who will take a little break here. Anna Christina at the end line. Christina zooms one in. I mean, that's a biggie. That's a biggie. Again, more contained. Not containing that. Serena Koga, cross court, right at Naomi, and we know how she can dig. No chance.
That is a huge loss for Brazil. When Anna Christina is at the service line, you want that to last as long as possible. I thought that serve was going to be an ace. Japan having amazing serve receive.
Now, they're bringing in Airi Miyabe here at the end line. Aya Watanabe, a middle blocker, has come in the front row as well. So they're looking block here. It's a sneaky little serve. Gabi runs into that containing block, and there's work to be done here. Can Gabi attack into the block and out? Huge. Not even sure that caught the block. Yes, it did. And then swinging out. Gabi making that one look easy, and that's a big point.
Great shot by Gabi, dropping her pinky and twisting her hand perfectly. That's all on purpose. That's the tool.
Diana, 22-22 here. Set one within touching distance for both these two teams. Koga pushes it. What a clever push, especially as Macris committed forward, and there was nobody back there to pick that up.
It's just a seesaw of points right now, going back to back, and Japan knows it's not about how hard you hit, it's how smart you hit that ball. Koga is so good at finding those shots open on Brazil's side.
Ai Kurogo will check in at the end line as well. Another one of the outside hitters, one of the taller ones. Gabi. Oh, my goodness. How have they kept that alive? My goodness me. Watanabe shovels it over, and it'll come over the other way, and a big cross-court winner comes the other way instead. See you later, says another new arrival, Kissy Nascimento, the opposite.
Great shot by Kissy, but I cannot get over that defense from Japan. We both literally were like, oh my gosh, don't even have words for that defensive effort.
Roberta comes back in along with Rosa Maria. Kissy's reward for that shot, back to the bench. Roberta back to the end line. Who's going to blink here? 23-23, set one. Normally a race to 25. We may be going beyond that today, maybe not, because Roberta has teased an overpass out of that one. Here comes Gabi. Oh my goodness, another outstanding dig. Koga, no, that's not going to go. Naomi turns setter for Gabi, who crushes it. Oh my goodness, what a high-class point that was.
Gabi learned her lesson, which is to avoid Kohima for Japan. That libero is all over the place. Gabi making the right decision to go for that seam. That dig was incredible.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, for all the talk about Naomi, you're so right. Manami Kojima has been just digging and digging and digging for Japan. There she is. Well, that last one was insane, but Brazil have powered their way to set point here.
And Kojima didn't even just get the dig, but perfectly to target, right on the setter's head, without her having to move even one step.
In the front row here as Roberta serves for Brazil, it's Carol, Roberta and Rosa Maria. Plenty of height in that front row here as Roberta sends in a soft one. They're off net. Koga goes and tries to get a dink. Can't get it. Roberta is there. Here comes Gabi into the block. Naomi again sends it backside. Rosa Maria denied. Roberta picks it up, says, come on, let's go again. Gabi goes again into a brilliant block. Wow!
Hands, all four, both shoulders, pressing, making sure they're facing middle of the court, avoiding getting tooled.
Koga. We're going beyond 25. Ooh. Just had to adjust there, and that took all the momentum out of it for Gabi. No problem with momentum there for Mayu Ishikawa, whose cross-court kill brings up set point Japan. Something happened there between setter and swinger for Brazil. Roberta not putting Gabi where she was expecting it.
Japan's just getting ups that are making Brazil wonder how they're doing this.
Koga for the set. Lovely pass that. Rosa Maria Kojima's there yet again. This is going to be a tough one. Does she attack it? Yes, she does. Koga, though, with no chance of a winner. Nothing doing there for Carroll. They can take it here. Oh, Naomi digs it out from Ishikawa. No, she doesn't. It gets through. Ishikawa wins the set for Japan, who started fast, looked like they lost it and rallied.
What a set from Japan. I cannot get over the digs right now. It's not just effort, it's the accuracy. These digs going right to target's head. I like the coverage. You don't see that too often. And that body language, that's what does it all. Playing loose, having that chemistry with your teammates, taking a set off Brazil.
I want 5 sets here. This is so much fun. I want 5 sets. 26-24, another 4 sets of that. I mean, this is as good as it gets.
I will have 5 sets of those digs any day, on both sides, all out effort.
See, we should have digs on this stat sheet, because they'd be in double figures right across the board. Japan with more attack points, more block points. Didn't expect to see that. Not an ace serve to be seen. And errors, not too many of them either.
That's what stuck out to me the most, was like pretty low errors. And the errors, there was like, example, a missed serve, but it was deep. It wasn't in the net. Coaches will take good errors. A good error is a ball that might drop a couple inches outside the line. As long as you're hitting with a purpose, that ball's going to fall in eventually.
Well, the win probability was just in favor of Brazil. So much for probability. Let's deal with reality. And here's another reality. Top scorer in that first set with 8 attack points, Serena Koga. It was actually a net touch on that final point because Naomi did get that dig. I think there was contact to the net as we just look at the attack direction in that first set for Japan.
For Brazil, when it comes to Koga, they have to keep an eye out for her, especially from the back row. She went off against Bulgaria from the back row because she hit so high, and that approach is so fast. If you blink, you're going to miss it, especially the arm swing speed.
Take a look and try to scream. We're going to have a game with you.
Yeah, confirmation of Koga's numbers, 8 points. All attack points. She's top scoring in this match. Rosa Maria and Ana Cristina with 6 apiece. Rosa Maria has the block as well. Good to see Ana Cristina back to full strength after a nasty little injury at the back end of last year. Such an exciting player, only 20 years old, been with Fenerbahce in Turkey for the last 3 seasons. I was going to say a future superstar, but she kind of is already, really. But when she's only 20, there's years to come from her.
All these players, and even Brazil social media, just millions of followers. They're actual celebrities.
Yeah.
It's for Japan, too. And I love seeing that. I love seeing people look up to athletes, people that take care of their bodies, teammates, listen to their coaches. Those are people you should look up to.
There's the unsung star of that first set right there. Manami Kojima, the libero, has been with the NEC Red Rockets for the last few years. She's been playing the that newly formed league in the United States next season. Zoe Roberta will be thinking, I wish she was playing there now. I don't need her out there against my guys.
And this second set, for those at home watching, keep an eye on both Libros and see how good they are at absorbing the ball. They take their arms and pull it into their stomach. If they didn't do that, the ball would shank or go really high. When you're passing against people hitting this hard, you want to absorb the ball, take less power off of it.
No personnel changes for either side at the end of that first set. The starters from set one are on the floor here for set two as Roberta comes up with the service error. Sends it over to Rosa Maria, whose cross court is denied. That is some pickup from Watanabe, and again, defense on top here as Rosa Maria is again denied. Things picked up, and nothing doing there for Ishikawa. Oh, she'll take it herself here, Iwasaki. That didn't fool anybody either. Incoming from the back row, nothing doing for Anna Cristina. Ishikawa runs into the block, and Carol says, send that back.
Beautiful block from Carol, and Japan doing their best communication-wise, telling each other where to hit, but those hands were just perfect.
Oh, talking about perfect. Gabi says, we haven't had an ace in this match. I'm going to do something about that myself.
Oh, and Gabi going right in the middle of that seam, over the middle, creating a lot of confusion.
Whoa.
Back to back again. Go for that spot again. Try and find the middle. Make her back away. Get the back row players involved. That's going to create a lot of confusion.
Well, I'll tell you, Mayu Ishikawa, Katona, he actually crossed up there. No hat trick. Ishikawa can't get a winner. Good containing hands there. Roberta will send it over to Anna Cristina, who's looking for hands and isn't going to get them.
Oh, I did not think there was a touch at all. Again, it happened so fast.
Well, there is, because one of the Japan players has basically put their hands up. Yep. It might have been a rocky.
That's honest.
Yeah. To be honest with you, the video's going to pick it up anyway,
That's
so you
true.
might as well. But fair play. Whoa, nothing
Great
doing.
up.
Carroll's there again, and the block's there again, but Rosa Maria just can't keep it in play, and Japan needed that one.
That coverage from Hayashi is what keeps Japan going and extending points.
Iwasaki, that Asian Games silver medal winning squad from last year. Tries the sneaky one, and it produces the overpass from Naomi, who only just got there. And contain is there to deny Araki, and there's more contain, and they're just contain. They're playing a very smart defensive game here now, Brazil.
Japan just looking at a system right now. It started with those couple aces that Brazil got Japan a little flustered. Now that's bleeding into their offense as well.
It's such a huge physical advantage, these much taller defensive blockers for Brazil against these relatively short hitters for Japan. Hayashi might lack stature in terms of height, but she certainly brings plenty of heat. Did you see how far that ball went off that rebound?
And it's because Japan, their arm swings are just so fast. Again, not the most physical team, but they're very smart. Koga bringing all the heat.
Nice pick up there. Roberta goes back set, and Rosa Maria needed to thread the needle and has missed it.
Japan forcing Rosa Maria out after taking away that line. Interested to see if she goes for a roll or a tip in the middle of the court soon. Well, you can't cover a missed serve, but Japan is good at covering other than that.
Mayu Ishikawa just getting a bit too sneaky on that one. Rosa Maria. Picked up by Hayashi. This will come over to Koga again. It's this containing. It's just getting better and better, but they do find a way through. That's Hayashi, far side. Taking it off the block and away.
A great back set. Hayashi going off the hands of Ana Cristina. That's a bold move because that was absolutely on purpose.
Araki. Goes cross court. Ana Cristina's there to pick it up. A little bit off net here, Ana Cristina, which I think is why they were able to pick that one off. Ana Cristina sends that back as Hayashi couldn't find anything. Koga can find plenty, taking it off Diana and away. And Japan have settled down after those early aces from Gabi.
And look how far off the net Koga is. This is not even a tight set. That's usually where you would see players start rolling or tipping, not her. She's going for that hard hit even when it's not tight.
Araki again with that same serve to Ana Cristina. Gabi coming out of the back row. No, nothing doing for her either. Not quite the set, not quite what it needed there, but who sneaked into the net? Was that Ana Cristina here? Yeah. That's a big let off because that set was not right. So Araki will stay at the end line. Again goes after Ana Cristina and only just paid off. Roberta really very, very quick reactions. This is what you like about Brazil. You know, you talk to Zé Roberto, he says, yeah, I've got my number one, but I've also got my other number one.
True.
You know, I don't have a 1 and a 2 at the center position.
It's a good problem to have, figure out who's the 1 and who's the 2.
Ana Cristina with a net skimmer. Naomi, I don't know how she got that. I absolutely have no idea how she dug that out. Gonna have to win it again. And win it she does. The despairing dive there of Rosa Maria.
Japan understands how important it is to break the serve of Rosa Maria because it's just so much power. How high she throws it in the air.
What a shame there was a net touch in there. Oh, short one. Nah, Diana gets that. As soon as that got picked up, you knew what was coming straight back. Rosa Maria sends it deep.
Originally, the game plan for Japan, I said the key to the game would be get Brazil out of system. Right now, it's switched. Brazil's finding success when they get Japan out of system.
Diana, the middle blocker, floated away on it. Koga. One of the surviving Tokyo Olympians on this squad here for Japan. And they continue to serve Ana Cristina. Gabi unloads.
I honestly thought this ball might have been out because of how deep she hits it. But that was a great touch. Again, trying to make sure she gets those fingertips.
And she got him off Watanabe. Roberta with serve. It's a lovely pass. And Roberta's there to pick up the mid-range shot. Rosa Maria will go cross-court. That's going to come back over. The dig will come back on first contact. Rosa Maria has another go, and that does not come back. It's a typical point you play against Japan. You think you've got a winner? No, it comes back. Stay on it, and then you'll get the winner.
This is a great read from Iwasaki. The problem was the platform. Look right here. Breaks second. Again, it's hard not to, especially when you're facing Rosa Maria. But you have to make sure your arms stay together till after the pass is done.
Roberta stays on serve, serves Hayashi. This will come over to... Mayu Ishikawa could not have been more perfect with that little push. Catches the line. Very clever shot.
That's what we call fastball. Literally throwing it right to the corner. So hard to get up for the wings in middle.
Tied second set as well. Naomi picking that one up. Rosa Maria far side says, I can do damage near side, but I can also do it over on the far side as well.
Rosa Maria making that easy decision to go for that split. Iraqi not able to close it in time.
Lovely back set. Oh, what a clever set. And late arriving Serena Koga.
And going right for Naomi. That is not a mistake you see often from her. You can see her frustration. She knows how to fix that.
Still, we can't split them. Iwasaki sends it too long. So Brazil stay front running. Love Iwasaki, very, very creative setter.
Iwasaki is the vet of the team. She's the quarterback. She's who everything goes through. She tells her teammates what to run. She reads the defense across the net.
Nothing doing for Hayashi. Deanna was there along with Roberta. They'll send it the other side instead, where Mayu Ishikawa finds nobody home. That's what I mean about the setter, though. She's not going back and trying the same thing. She'll run in the back sets, and that was absolutely the right thing to do, especially the way Ishikawa placed that the side of the block. Here she is at the end line now, 12-12. Gabi with the pass, and see you later, says Anna Cristina.
And Anna Cristina taking full advantage of the one-on-one opportunity with Hayashi in front of her. Japan starting to look a little tired.
You don't want to be playing tired against Brazil. Rosa Maria with serve again. There's Naomi to deny the back row attack. Anna Cristina finds a crazy angle and finds Serena Koga there as well. And again, somebody has drifted where they don't need to be.
We're seeing a lot of net calls right now. A lot more than the first match.
Yeah, and again, that's hoping she wasn't going to get spotted was Anna Cristina.
You can see Anna Cristina already knows it right away.
Anna Cristina into the block and out.
And Anna Cristina is that player, when she makes an error, she wants that ball back. She's going to tell her setter, set me the ball. I need some redemption. Not even going for the split, making it personal, going for the blocker's hands.
Here she is now at the end line. Zip that one. And, what have we got here? We've got a rotation issue going on here.
Oh, you can't afford to do that, much less against Anna Cristina. Everyone at home, watch how high she throws this ball.
Well, that's a big one. It's broken the side-out spell. Well, she net the second time around, but yeah, it's a self-inflicted damage there for Japan.
A rotation error is something you see when you first start playing volleyball. Definitely surprised it happened to Japan.
Hayashi with serve. It's not a particularly challenging one at all, and that is dealt with. Rosa Maria drops it just short of Ishikawa in the back row. That'll bring up Deanna next in the rotation. Left-handed swing from Deanna. Oh, again, great diving effort there from Roberta. But again, placement rather than power wins the day again for Japan.
That's what Japan does, is they play smarter, not harder. They know they're not the most physical team, especially up against facing Brazil. That's when you have to get creative.
Watanabe getting creative. See middle blockers in that situation, they love to power through, but Watanabe saying, no, don't need it. Finesse it. Japan still need a point on serve, though, to just erase that unnecessary error. Playing catch-up here. Another short one comes in. Gabi easily collects. The slide doesn't work. Carol can't really attack it. That can get attacked, but no winner for Iwasaki. And it's going to be hung up there, though, by Koga. And Roberta's got all day to pick somebody. That somebody is Gabi. She can't get a winner, but there is an overpass. Nothing doing for Carol again. Crazy defensive work, and look what they do with it. Ishikawa winds up a big power swing, and Japan win a point they had no business being in.
MVP of that point goes to Hayashi. All-out defensive effort. I truly thought that ball was on the ground.
Well, that's the point on serve they needed. They're back level. And Roberta tries to go for one. Can't do it. Ishikawa, does she catch hands? Yes, she does. You bet she does. And Japan pick up 3 points in a row. Didn't they do this against, say, Roberto's team in the last set? We thought, oh, Brazil have got it where they want it. And then Japan came storming back with 3 points in a row.
Japan is playing scrappy. They're like Brazil's annoying little sibling that just won't go away and won't quit. They are getting everything up right now. Right when Brazil thinks they have the kill, Japan's getting it covered.
Well, this is an interesting timeout because you can see the huddle there, but away from the huddle, Zé Roberto is having a one-on-one with Roberta, his setter there. You see them in the background. Sometimes you'll see a timeout there and it's just a momentum breaker as much as anything else, but that one was a bit more than that. I mean, he had something specific to say to Roberta. Sorry to interrupt you, Cheryl.
I'd love to hear what he said to her, and I like your point about the momentum breaker. Is sometimes coaches will let the players talk it out. They don't have much to even say. They just want to ice the server. Even at the Pro League, you're trying to ice the server, break that opponent's momentum.
Gabi. That was a great effort from Satomi Fukudome.
Gabi's approach looks like a machine. How fast her arm swings, how her palm's just facing open, like she's hitting the ball like she's mad at it.
Here is Roberta. Uh-oh. They're in trouble here. With that overpass, it's been kept alive off that Hayashi overpass. Koga's just had to send it over, and it's just a matter of time. But Gabi misses down the line. Oh. Well, I turned away. I thought, that's a point, Gabi. And then you look up and say, huh? You won't see a miss like that very often from her. Big let-off for Japan, who stay front running here in this second set. Rosa Maria. Yeah, that's too much. Far too much on that for Iwasaki and Araki.
And in the right place, Iwasaki just not pressing her hands.
It's an ace from Gabi, catches the net cord. Isn't that typical Gabi? She makes a mistake, and then she just comes up back and says, I know I got that last one wrong. This is what I'm going to come up with now to make up for it.
It's that clutch player who is not going to be afraid of the ball after making a mistake. She's still going to serve it hard, not take any off of it.
And yet, somebody watching this is going to say, yeah, she got lucky. Yes, she did. But the point with someone like Gabi is what makes her a great player is she gets something wrong, you know she's going to get it right next time. And it's another little momentum shifter. Brazil now front running, and it means Japan have got to talk this through.
Japan, let's make some noise! Brazil, let's make some noise!
Well, we've seen a good response from Brazil out of that Zé Roberto timeout. Let's see what Japan can do off Coach Manabe's timeout. Well, again, you were saying, ice the server?
Ice the server.
Coach is saying, that's a point for me. Put that against my name. I'm having the one on my name there for that. Thank you.
Coaches have their own points. Icing their server, winning a challenge. They never stop competing, even from the sidelines.
You never see them smile either, but that's another story. Iwasaki tries the short one. Miami almost got it wrong. Did enough. Carol can put it away again. A rescue under pressure from Naomi there. And Roberta with a terrific one-handed set as well. That serve almost produce something special. Almost not enough. Carroll, as Brazil stay front and running. Lovely, lovely pick up there and a finish. Well, that's Kojima back doing what Kojima was doing throughout that first set. A really important pickup there. She'll check out now as Fukudome, the other libero, will come in. But yeah, what a pass that was from Kojima.
Brazil doing a good job at not being intimidated by the block in front of them from, Japan.
Nice pass. Whoa, Rosa Maria saying that caught hands.
Oh.
And she's right.
Wow. Just shows you, if you blink, you're going to miss it. Rosa Maria swings so fast, and she's trying to get those fingertips, because if she does, it's impossible for the backline defense to run that ball down.
She caught a bit of Koga. Here is Koga turning setter here for Ishikawa. Nothing doing for her. Watch out, Gabi's about. I mean, that is a signature Gabi swing right there. Driving through out of the back row, and you know that's not coming back. And Brazil have just grabbed the initiative here comprehensively. Look at that. Look how high she takes it.
Against the triple block. What a great block set by Japan. Gabi could care less. She's going for that deep swing, bringing all the energy to Brazil. I would give her a lot of credit for the momentum they have right now.
The thing with that last Gabi swing, 3 blockers. They could have had 2 more behind them and another one behind them, and Gabi would have still beaten a lot of them.
And there wasn't even a split by Japan. All 6 hands were in sync. The shoulders were touching. The press was there. Usually you would think that hitter would roll or tip over the block. No, she's trying to go deep. And I do think that ball might have gone out. But you got to react so fast that when it's coming at you that hard, you got to make sure your platform's ready.
So Brazil can see the finish line here. But they were leading in the previous set and lost it. This has got to be side out, though. And Roberta will send it over to Ana Cristina, who sends it off the high hands on her way. And Brazil have surely leveled this up now with that.
Brazil looking a lot more relaxed right now. And right now they're taking advantage of Japan not being able to close the block, minus that triple block. Other than that, the block's a little left open right now.
Rosa Maria with serve. Oh, it's a nasty one. And they'll pick this up as well. Where's Roberta going to go? Backside. Rosa Maria. Oh, that is out of this world digging again. And then Koga runs into a whole bunch of trouble. I'm not even sure that was a block off Diana. That may not even have got over the net cord. Either way, it's a Brazil set point.
That's one of those plays that's frustrating to see. Is Kojima had this amazing up, and then Koga hitting the net.
Rosa Maria serving to level it up at 1 set apiece. They'll have to wait. Kotona Hayashi keeps Japan alive, but they need 3 points in a row on serve, and that's going to be tough against Brazil.
Hayashi bouncing balls. Look where this ball lands. That's because of how much she snaps her wrist, how high she gets in the air, and taking advantage of the ISO block situation.
So Araki, who did come up with some good serves earlier, was serving Ana Cristina cross court. This time sends it down to Gabi. Gabi with a perfect pass. Ana Cristina catches hands. Brilliantly kept alive by Ishikawa. Can Koga keep it going? Naimi's hung it up in the air there. Gabi can't get there. Oh. What a swing.
Gabi just jumping over the barrier like nothing's in front of her. That scared me a little bit, but that just shows you how badly she wants this point. And for the ball to stay and play, great effort from her. Here we go. Track athlete.
I was going to say, is she in the 110 meters hurdles for Paris later this year? I thought she was in the volleyball team, but she might be a track runner.
It looked cool, but it was just really scary.
Yeah, you can see Zay Roberto's like,
Gabi, stop! What did I tell you? Making all these crazy runs. She's one of those players that you have to reel back in rather than reel it out. A lot of coaches want that. They would rather have you be that person on the floor that you got to reel back in sometimes rather than saying, I want you to go for that ball. Get your body on the floor.
Jose Roberto's cast one eye at the scoreline and seen 24-20 become 24-22. So no panic, but yeah, great momentum time. Call that timeout. Araki trying to keep that momentum going. Serves Gabi. Gabi with a nice pass. Roberto goes backside and see you later, says Serena Koga. Oh, hello.
Suffocating block from Koga. ISO as well. Rosa Maria just giving her flowers on that one.
And on set point, in comes Macrease once again, joined by Kisi. That's a gutsy call from coach, isn't it? Your team's wobbling. You've just given up 3 points in a row. 24-20, you're cruising. 24-23, it's like, can we get over the line? Araki again, serving to try and level this up. Kisi picks it up, and there's a block again! Out of this world. Airi Miyabe, who sneaked in, comes in and knocks down a block. I didn't even see her come in. I was so busy looking at what was going on Brazil's side.
And just like that, Japan has all the momentum again. Amazing block by IEDE, and all she needs is one hand.
Well, that double sub didn't work. They're out of there. And Araki, they send a long one in. But she'd done her job from the end line. She's not the most devastating server, but she's sneaky. 3 points in a row on her serve give Japan hope. They're still playing catch-up, though. It's still set point Brazil. And Christina serving for the set. That's a good one as well. Oh, Ishikawa's got under that, though. Koga, nothing doing. This is for the set. Gabi, we are level at one apiece, and Zé Roberto loves it. So does Thaisa.
Gabi's arm swing looks like a robot at this point, and I mean that in the best way possible. She is so consistent. She hits so hard, harder than you even think she would. Right at your screen, look at this arm swing. And I like how open she keeps her hand. Her fingers are spread, her palm is open, giving her more of a slap than normal. So that's intensity right there.
Well, they needed that. Well, Zé Roberto absolutely celebrating a huge point. And back-to-back 26-24 sets for us here. One apiece. What a terrific match this has been so far. We will hope to get some kind of a reaction from the floor as we check out the numbers from that second set. Not much in it in attack points, but the ace serves helped ultimately Brazil to get over the line. Gabi with a couple of those. But this is an absolutely engrossing contest, isn't it? As we look at the win probability, which continues to favor Brazil here. And yeah, the ace serves turned out to be absolutely crucial. 3 of them from Gabi in that second set. So, what a match we've got here. Brazil 4-0 going into this one. And Japan 3-1. I think we're going to get some reaction from the floor because Mark has got Julia Bergman with him. Mark, over to you.
Well, Japan was solid in that first set, but how you came back in the end to take that second set was phenomenal.
I mean, we know their defense system is great. We have to fight to put the ball down. I think we did that in the second set, but it's going to be a long game and a hard one.
Is it about the aggression from the service line as well for you guys today?
Oh yeah, for sure. We have to push from the service line because their passing lineup is also really good. So the ball isn't on the net. It's easier to block because their game is really fast.
Well, the head coach enjoyed that final point of that set. Let's hope he enjoys the rest of the game. Good luck. Thank you. Back to you, Nick. Well, it's going to be a tough one.
Oh, it's a great game. Yeah, like I said earlier, Mark, I want 5 sets out of this. I'm selfish. I'm greedy. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. Not sure the coaches are loving it too much, though. Zé Roberto enjoyed that last point. Masayoshi Manabe has sent one of his coaching staff over to have a word with Mark. Down to you, Mark.
Well, we've got the main man here who does all the talking for Japan. That first set was phenomenal, the way you held on with Brazil coming back.
Yeah, they're always good, so, it's not going to be easy.
And saving 4 set points in the end on that second one, just to lose it in the end. What do you need to do differently in set 3?
Well, we have to keep serving hard and, try to make them their offense out of system as much as we can.
Well, the Brazilian fans are here in numbers, but so are the Japanese. So let's hope they keep cheering you on. Good luck in the rest of the game. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you.
Well, it's going to be a really close battle. You might get your 5, who knows, Nick? But let's take it down to you, and you'll take on the board.
I want my 5. I want my 5. I'm not sure if Shelby Coppage wants 5 sets, but I want them. Let's take a look at the contact points here.
The second contact looking really strong for Brazil. Not too much on target, but as long as it's in front of that 10-foot line, especially when digging, it's pretty good. But Japan, it's really the coverage for Japan that's impressing me the most. They are relentless. They are not giving up on the balls, and it's turning into offense for them.
Top scorer in the match. We're looking at her. It's bouncing up and down behind Roberta there. Rosa Maria with 11 tack points and that 1 block. I think it says it all. 2 sets we've played. We've got 6 players in double figures for scoring already. Rosa Maria and Koga with 12, Gabi and Hayashi with 11, along with Ishikawa, and Anna Christina joining the double-digit club with 10. Confirmation of Ishikawa's numbers for attack points.
Rosa Maria leading in points. And in my opinion, Gabi is the one carrying the team when it comes to momentum-wise for Brazil. Her attacks are going so far for them, especially when it comes to their attitude, their chemistry. And for Japan, they put the pressure back on themselves a little bit. Eventually put it back. You're looking at Gabi right here. Just so fun to watch. There were some girls near us that when she would hit the ball, they would just freak out. Really exciting player.
Right, let's catch our breath. We need a boring set here, don't we? The last 2 have been too dramatic. We're not going to get a boring set. Oh, brilliant rescue work there from Koga off the big swing from Gabi. She's going to have to do it again. No, she's not. Rosa Maria is going to do it again. Finds a landing area for that cross-court kill.
Rosa Maria likes those sets a lot lower. It speeds up the approach. And look at that split. That's what that fast set does. Does not give the middle blocker time to set up against her.
Gabi on serve, nice pick up, and whoa, there goes Naomi again. Will come over on first contact, backside set, and that's gone. Serena Koga catching hands, dropping it into the back row anyway, doesn't care.
Good seam from Koga, going right in between the defenders for Brazil, making it impossible for Gabi to get a hand on it.
We're seeing Airi Miyabe staying on the floor. Remember, she ended the second set at middle for Japan. She stays in there. No winner there for Carol. Come over once again. She says, I'm going to get a touch on that. Steady start to this third set. Here comes Carol. It's a nice easy pickup as well. Nice containing hands there. You're not containing that. Rosa Maria just unloads down the line in the direction of Manami Kojima.
If Kojima can't contain that hit, absolutely no one in the building can. Rosa Maria bringing all the power, going right down that line, literally knocking Kojima to the ground.
Kojima with a nice pass. Oh, that's too. Oh, it's caught something. Definitely went long, but Airi Miyabe said, well, I caught something on the way through. think that's all his 4 middle blockers he's rotated in and out consistently in this match here, Coach Manabe. And we saw Araki and Yamada earlier on. Now we've got Watanabe out there with Miyabe. Here comes Ana Cristina. Oh, and I don't think that got anywhere near anything. It certainly didn't catch hands, and it certainly didn't go anywhere near the sideline. Just a swing and a miss.
Ana Cristina looking like she was trying to get those fingertips, which, if it happens, that's a great point. If not, it looks like you're absolutely just wailing the ball out of bounds.
Ishikawa. Good pass again. Oh, now then. Now that's not something you'll see too often. Ana Cristina back-to-back misses.
Right now, the block's just set up from Japan, forcing Ana Cristina to try and find different shots.
Keeps Ishikawa there. Gabi with a nice pass. Rosa Maria gets sneaky with it. Taking a really tight angle on that cross court and just a little bit of finesse. Good enough.
Rosa Maria now 14 points, continuously moving that ball around, not scared to show she's going to tip. She's confident in making that ball drop in the middle.
Back at the end line she goes. Retaining block is there. He's sent over, more contained. This time Koga can't get through. Near side, nothing doing either from Hayashi. Just no way through wherever they took it. There was a Brazilian block to send it back. Oh, yeah. It's like, well, let's try this one. Nope.
Japan usually really good at getting those coverage balls, but too good of a block from Brazil.
Nice clean-up job there from Koga. I mean, not a perfect pass from Kojima, which is something I don't think we've said tonight. Usually she's hit everything, but luckily for her, Iwasaki's there to react. Gabi can't get there. Ayuri Miyabe at the end line. Not the greatest of passes for Ana Cristina. Can she clean it up? No, she can't. And Naomi again. And again, I mean, can't blame Ana Cristina for that one. Naomi's done brilliantly to keep it alive, and it's behind her. She just can't get there.
Ana Cristina looking like she's in pain right now. I was wondering why she didn't go for that ball after Naomi had a great touch, but looks like Ana Cristina's knee might be bothering her right now.
Well, she's stayed on the floor. Then again, players don't like to step out, do they? Miyabe. And there's an overpass off Ana Cristina. Yeah, the errors are coming from her. And they paid for that one as well as Hayashi just lets rip.
And if I'm Japan and I see Ana Cristina making errors with her knee hurting, maybe this timeout's to give her a break, I'm serving at Ana Cristina. I'm trying to test her right now.
Yeah, I mean, there were those two offensive misses. Then, as you say, you know, she's certainly had a funny landing on her knee. Out of sorts there on that pass. Let's see if she comes back in after this.
Mantém o jogo, está se mantendo, entrou central, agora que está recebendo um pouco mais. Isso que eles estão na frente. Mas vamos embora, continua dando prioridade para fechar o meio, mais e mais.
Bora, galera, tá legal, vai.
Well, she's still out there. Well, let's see if they'll pick up on what you said, Shelby. Will they target her? Miyabe does exactly that. And there's another overpass. Back-to-back overpasses either side of the timeout. Naomi's done well to keep it alive. Bump set from Ana Cristina. Stretches it out to Rosa Maria. Iwasaki's there to pick that off. And in she comes again. Serena Koga unloads. And Brazil have got a bit of a problem here. we are going to see Anna Cristina depart and Julia Bergman come in.
That would have kept happening, though. Japan would have kept going for that deep corner or right at Anna Cristina after seeing her kind of slow down a little bit.
Well, Bergman gets contained early on. Ooh, they're a little bit fortunate to still be in this. Diana wasn't expecting that. Niemi picking up another brilliant down the line. Gabi unloading on that one. Oh, foot save from Hayashi, but it's ruled for a double touch, which is a shame. We do love a good foot save.
Oh, nothing more that I love than a foot save. But I really like how Hayashi just calmed down. Right here, look how calm she is. Didn't freak out, just stayed in the play with the foot. Oh, that would have been cool to see.
So here is Julia Bergman on serve. Oh my goodness, what an angle. What an angle. Are you kidding me? Koga. Stop that.
Right now, Japan is just so in system. Again, that's the key for Brazil. Try and get Japan off their feet.
And after Bergman again, solid. Rosa Maria catches a whole chunk of net cord, and that's a bit of a break. And Brazil needed a break.
Nice hit by Rosa Maria. You could say she's getting lucky, but she was still avoiding the blocks. So either way, that would have been right down to the seam.
Diana. Nope, gonna go. Well, when you think it's going to get a bit worse, it does. Koga targeting Bergman again, and this time Julia Bergman comes up with a perfect pass. Rosa Maria, no way through guess who. Containing block there to deny Ishikawa. The slide, that doesn't work either, and is that going to be a... No, they're going to play on here, and that'll drop out. I think there was a bit of thought there that maybe it was a net cord, but no. And Japan are just romping away with this third set now.
Amazing defense from Japan. Again, defense turning to offense. So in sync right now. The reads getting stopped.
And another ridiculous dig from Kojima on that rally. Roberta sets up Gabi. Lovely set, lovely set. I think they were all looking backside on that one on Japan's side. And Roberta said, well, look who's free.
Gabi has one of the fastest arm swings I have ever seen. And look how she lands on one leg. That's because she's literally getting as high as she possibly can in the air.
Too good from Ishikawa. Lovely.
Huge cut shot by Ishikawa. Literally dropping her thumb, making that ball snap right in front of the 10-foot line. And again, the defense, you can't stop talking about it for Brazil. Gabi, not sure what she was doing in that block right there. Looked like she jumped in the air but kept her arms down.
Watanabe with serve. Ooh, it's not a great take at all. Yeah, Roberta put in a really bad spot on that one. I mean, they're unraveling in this third set, Brazil.
This lead's incredible to see for anybody. 8 points. The 20-point mark's not too far away for Japan.
So Roberto is saying, you know what? We really do need to do something different here. Yeah, just encroaching there. Had no choice. Off a poor pass. Passing game's gone to pieces a bit in this third set for Brazil.
tá grande não, galera. Só
Brazil just can't figure out Japan's offense right now. They already have Japan's defense figured out, which is Japan's probably going to get the ball up, or at least a hand on it. But offensively, they keep throwing the ball around, whether it's a tip or a hit. And right now, Japan's really going off the hands for tools. For Brazil, if you're the wings behind your blockers, get ready to get on your feet and run down that second touch. Again, the blockers, their job is not to always block the ball. You might think it is. It's not. It's to slow the ball down. Even a solid touch helps tremendously the back row.
Well, normally at 16-8 you'd say set over, but this is Brazil that are facing the deficit. If anyone can catch fire, it is Brazil, and maybe a few more swings like that will turn the momentum as Carroll takes full advantage of the quick set.
Look how fast Carroll turns her shoulders. You would think she's going to her right, but then she hits the left.
Here's Gabi, who already has 3 aces, but isn't going to get one there. Conservative. Whoa! Carroll steps up with the big block. Nothing doing for Ishikawa this time, and it's back-to-back points for Carroll. Unless Rosa Maria gets a piece of this. No, that's Carroll all the way.
This is where Brazil has to get ready for the roll shots or the tips from Japan.
Gabi sends another short one in. Doesn't fool anybody.
There's the tip.
Oh, lovely Naomi with the pancake. Shunted over though. Ishikawa will send it far side, and nothing doing for Ishikawa. Koga will pick that up, and are you kidding me? I mean, Airi Miyabe just lowered the boom on this one.
Love a good pancake. Japan's just all over the place, and Gabi was in the right spot, but when contact was made, she wasn't facing target with her platform. But it was a good read from Gabi.
Iwasaki serving Bergman down the line. Here comes Bergman, goes cross court. Fukudome says, Does that catch? Certainly does. Ishikawa makes short. Doesn't seem to matter who's in there at libero for Japan. They're just digging everything, aren't they?
Absolutely. And a lot of teams really take advantage of using that 2 libero rule. For Japan, you gotta just avoid that white jersey. Excuse me. For Brazil, you gotta avoid Japan's white jerseys altogether.
We are going to see the Kissy Macris double sub again, with Rosa Maria and Roberta checking out. Iwasaki. Serving at 18-10. Says Carroll on the slide.
You had to know that ball was going to be a point from Carroll because of her footwork, right of her screen, looking like a machine. Then her shoulder, everything's so in sync. That's a textbook slide.
Now, the big cheer is because a true legend of this sport has just checked in. Thaisa, the double Olympic gold medalist, middle blocker, is in the front row here for Brazil. So Japan need to watch out. She doesn't get anything on that one. Got a bit of an anti-climax there as a whistle for an infraction.
I'm excited to see Thaisa in person.
Everybody is. I mean, you know,
waiting for her to come in.
Legend is overused, we know that, but there's no other word to describe Thaisa. 19-11. Ishikawa serves Gabi, lovely pass. Ooh, what a swing that was from Kissy. How does she find a gap that big in the Japan back row?
Beautiful swing from Kissy, looking like a dance, just so graceful and smooth.
A left-handed swing cross-court, absolutely perfect. Macris with serve. Gabi can't keep it in play, and I'll tell you, she's had a very strong set here, Airi Miyabe, in the middle blocker position. A clever switch-up. Let's see what she can do from the end line now, because that's where she's due up next in the rotation. 2012. Bergman's pass is not the best. Let's see what she can do with the swing. And the less said about that one, the better.
With that hit from Bergman, I just have to assume that she was going for the fingertips of Japan because she easily could have snapped her wrist, but when you're this far down, you don't have a longer leash to experiment.
Miyabe staying on serve. Taisa. Ishikawa sat down, makes the save. They'll have to do it again. And Taisa finishes. Her first point in Macau is greeted with a huge, huge ovation.
I love the fact that McCreesh went twice to Taisa, giving her 2 opportunities to get that point, which she finally does, going for that corner. Plenty of teammates to help her up.
This will be her 4th Olympics if she makes the squad for Paris. And she was retired for Tokyo. Could have been 5. One of the all-time greats. There's Bergman serving, trying to keep it alive, and they'll mark that one up as an ace serve as Brazil try and put a gloss of respectability on this scoreline now. Bergman again. Attempt from Hayashi, but as you say, containing hands on there, and that's not going to go through. Bergman making a bit of a difference now. And that's enough for Manabe to say we need to stop the wheels on this one.
Great shot by Bergman, and if you're Watanabe, get a little frustrated. You did all the legwork. If the problem is your hands, make sure your arms are pressing over the net. Don't give Bergman any chance to get past you. That was a great shot from Bergman.
Well, I was going to say there's no danger here, but weren't Brazil 24-20 up? We ended up going 26-24. You just don't know in this match. But really, Japan should be home and dry, but you don't know, and he doesn't know. He's not going to take any chances.
Not over till it's over.
Yeah, you're so right. Certainly this match is amplifying that. Bergman's caught the line. Caught the line.
I'm stunned by that. That was a great serve by Bergman, but Japan, everyone just stared at each other. That's completely unlike them, especially with Kojima in the middle.
They'll pick that one up. Naomi again denying Koga. Here comes Gabi. Oh, brilliant pickup. Ishikawa in the back row, and again they're a little bit out of sync. Roberta McCreesh rather shoves everybody out of the way and says, I'm setting up Gabi. And Gabi delivers, and this Brazil bandwagon rolls ever closer.
Gabi getting the point with the big swing, but it wasn't the highest jump. Little awkward set connection, so she just played smart, tried to put it in the corner, and it completely worked out for her.
Well, off Coach's last time out, Julia Bergman sent down an ace. Let's see if Coach Manabe gets a little bit luckier this time. I'll tell you, another Bergman ace here, and the nerves will be jangling for Japan. She's getting a bit close. Much better pass this time. Oh, goodness me. Hayashi absolutely drilling it at Naomi.
Naomi in the right spot, foot on the line, platform out. Sometimes there's just nothing you could do. It was just that good of a hit from Hayashi.
Hayashi will check out for Ai Kurogo, the sub-in server. Bergman with the pass. And again, Fukudome it is this time. Second attempt. Good enough from Koga. Oh, Japan needed that.
Koga doing the first rule in any sport. Keep your eye on the ball. She is staying in the play, and she didn't try to do anything tricky. She was going for that hard attack. I like the aggressiveness.
Bergman again with a good pass. Gabi. Knew it was going to catch hands. Gabi. They brought in Ayaka Araki, a middle blocker, for some extra height. I think that was Iwasaki, the setter, that's checked out here, and they don't need a block because Serena Koga's sent down an ace to give Japan their second set of the match.
What a way to end this set with an ace. Koga being so confident and clutch of a player, going for the seams, not trying to be tricky, just completely relying on her power. Again, Japan had an 8-point lead at one time. Brazil did a good job at closing that deficit a little bit more, but Japan was able to pull through. And that's because they're staying so consistent, mainly when it comes to defense, and when it comes to offense, continuing to change their shots.
So 2-1 Japan, who don't have too many wins over Brazil over the course of their history, but they're one set away from a big one here in the VNL as well, taking this third set 25-19. And this is how they did it by the numbers. A couple of aces, a lot more attack points, even though Brazil get a couple of blocks in there. I mean, just look how few errors committed by Japan in that set.
And that was the first thing that stood out after the first set. I'm really impressed that these teams can continue to keep the errors to a minimum. And the errors, like we said, aren't in the net. It's just hitting out, trying to go with those fingertips. It's a purposeful error.
Is it me, or has this one been a lot of fun to watch?
Oh, yeah.
This is great.
There's just, personally for me, it's the digs. When it comes to offense, Gabi is absolutely a fan favorite right now. But for Japan, watching Kojima get all over the floor, hit these ups that you think absolutely no one could. Just so many good things going on. And a really clean game in general. This is textbook volleyball here. This is what you want your match to look like.
Yeah, and you're quite right to mention Kojima, but when she's not doing it, Satomi Fukudome comes in and does it for Japan. And then what about Naomi for Brazil? I mean, this is a libero party we're seeing out here today.
No better party than a libero party. It's a lot of personality at your party.
Oh, I'm guessing you were a libero. I'm just a shot in the dark there.
I was. And liberos are usually the ones that have to be the loudest. They're really communicating to the front row what shot's open, if there's a split in the block, is the line open. I've only met a few liberos that aren't that loud, and sometimes they are reserved, but pretty often they take some reins, especially in the back row.
So Gabi's numbers, 3 aces, were crucial in the second set in her 16 points, level with Rosa Maria. Top scorer, Serena Koga so far, the skipper for Japan, has 21 points. support coming from that source there. Kotona Hayashi with 13 points and Ishikawa 17 points. That's balance in your offense right there.
Thaisa getting a point. A lot of good things going on the court right now.
Thaisa staying out there for the start of this fourth set. Here she is. I mean, I'm not sure Zé Roberto necessarily wanted to play her today, because at 37 and with problems on the left knee, you can't make her a workhorse anymore. But they need something. They need her experience.
That's exactly the point. This might not be for Thaisa to play, but for the other 5 players to have experience playing alongside her.
Roberta back. Serve for her. Backside. Rosa Maria. Serve completely missed that cross court.
Rosa Maria with a wide open split. Looks like she was trying to get it, but Japan had a great read from the back row. That probably would have been a dig if that was in.
Back in the Hannah that's sitting down. With a big rescue there, and Rosa Maria with a tough take, can't get through the block. Another go here and can't get through the block again. Wow. And Rosa Maria's confidence just seems to have taken a dip at the start of this fourth set.
I'm not sure if Rosa Maria's just tired, or like you said, if it's a confidence thing, or even a frustration thing. This could be mental.
Watanabe, a 175 setter, blocking her. Yeah, if you kind of wonder why we're talking about Thaisa and what she brings, there's your answer. I mean, that's just
a lot of power from Thaisa and decision making. She sees what's open, tries to go for that deep corner.
It's just a jolt of energy as well. Yeah, she's winning that duel. Ishikawa, no. Gabi's picked that up. Roberta sends it backside. Rosa Maria wins the cross court. And again, you just see just a little switch in momentum again, just straight off that big Thaisa swing. Now Rosa Maria's coming out looking hot again.
Nice swing by Rosa Maria. I'm more impressed with Gabi's dig. Perfect placement, right on target's head.
By Hayashi. Thaisa says, What's nothing there again. Ishikawa tried it on under. Guess who? That is a one-woman blocking machine. If you let her build up a head of steam, and he'll know this better than anybody, you are in big trouble.
Thaisa in one play just blocked the middle, the right side, went all the way to the left pin and got the monster block.
She's a game changer, no question about it. She's changing things up here big time. And they needed that, Japan. Ishikawa with an absolute beauty of a cross court. Denied on this occasion. Upset comes in. And there's a block from guess who. As soon as I saw her out there to start this fourth set, I think you and I looked at each other, Shelby, and said, Zé Roberto means business here.
And again, the experience that the other 5 are getting playing alongside Thaisa right now is something that's going to carry on for the rest of their professional careers as well.
Thaisa just served out. I mean, she's rubbish. Get off. What a weapon to bring in off the bench. Ishikawa. 4 here in set 4. Christina makes a bit of a mess of that, but did at least hang it up there and can get a winner. That's for Kudome again. And there's Naomi trying with a miracle one-handed dig. Didn't quite work out. Japan stay front running here early in this fourth set, looking for a very rare win indeed.
What a dig from Fukudome. Perfect read, making sure she drops her right arm, pushing that platform to target.
Nice. Carroll. really high. Sort of one-on-one with Miyabe and just slips it inside. Easy as you like. And that was Maria. Makes a mess of things. Maybe Miyabe. Talk about middle blockers coming off the bench making an impact. She's certainly made a mark in this match as well. Christina not put in a great spot there. Miyabe has to turn setter there. No winner there for Koga. Carroll made sure of that, but far side. Matona Hayashi says, well, I'll take on the double team and put it away.
Japan is just playing consistent right now. And even when they're out of system, they're still making smart decisions, like go off the outside hand of the block.
Miyabe. Maria. She was stretching there, Koga. No chance she can take this on, but no. Runs into the block and Carroll fills the void. Left by the back on the bench, Thaisa.
That is absolutely a monster block from Carroll, and it's an actual roof. Look at her hands. They go over the net straight down to where if they're touched, there's no way that ball's getting past her.
So Anna Christina on serve. That's a big one as well. Bump set comes in. And no winner from Koga. Anna Christina. Oh, what a shot that was from Nabe. That's an Nabe, excuse me. There goes Gabi. Oh, come on, you're kidding me. Ishikawa gets that back impossibly. Oh, my goodness. Gabi then has to say, well, bring that back. And you know what? Manami Kojima nearly did.
These digs are amazing. The fact that you can even get a touch. Kojima doing her all effort against Gabi, but in the end, Gabi's swing is just too much for Japan right now. What a competitor.
Anna Christina. Lovely pass, lovely pass. Anna Christina with the pick up there to deny Koga, and Gabi makes it back-to-back power swings, and Brazil back in front here.
The key for Japan right now is contain Gabi. Make sure your block is perfect. You cannot afford a touch and get that ball past you.
It keeps Anna Christina at the end line. There's Gabi with two huge swings. Swings momentum in favor of Brazil here. With the pass. Serena Koga says, it's not all about Gabi. I can swing pretty good too.
Koga has such a deep swing, and again, it's a wind-up. Look how low that ball is set, forcing her to speed up and expose that blocking hole that Brazil is giving.
Pass. Here we go again. She's just in that zone right now, isn't she? That hot zone where everything's going to go.
And keep beating Gabi. It really does not matter if it's a secret or not who it's going to, because right now she cannot be stopped. 18 points so far, 19.
Yeah, tack another one on, yeah.
Just raising while I'm talking.
Carroll with serve. Somebody's got to match Gabi, and that somebody seems to be Serena Koga right now. Another really smooth cross-court kill. Again, finding the gaps. The hitter's being really intelligent here.
Koga leading the gym with 23 points. The only person ahead of Gabi. And she can make production happen from behind the 10-foot line as well.
And that's the first person Roberta was looking for in that situation.
Thaisa is so physical. When she's running at you, you got to make sure the block is closed. If it's not, she's going to expose you real quick.
with a replica of the Koga cross-court swing from just a couple of points ago.
And Ishikawa has such great hand control. She can really flick that ball, move it around anywhere she wants on the court, even beating out Naomi.
Floated up there. How's going to go to Gabi? And guess who's got that? Mayu Ishikawa with a big stuffed block, all 174 of her, with a huge block.
ISO block. That's all in the timing, the press. Ishikawa having a textbook block.
Puts a bit of pressure on here. Maria gets blocked out of it this time. Was that Iwasaki again? It was right alongside it was Miyabi, but Iwasaki celebrated like she got that block. Well, she's already had 2 blocks. If that's a third for a setter that's 175, I mean, that's a story in itself. No, it's not. It's still, what a shame. I built it up, and then Ayuri Miyabi comes along and spoils it.
But she'll let us think that if you want.
Chance for a 13-10 here. Rosa Maria will look to take that chance, can't do it. A bit of a rescue there from Watanabe. Where this going to go? It's a little duel, and it's going to have to just be Taisa winning that battle. Taisa wins anybody in that situation. There's only one winner.
And Taisa is not just physical, she is so smart. She's the veteran, she has that experience. And she's gonna read your arm, your shoulder, read your mind while she's at it.
Great swing of water there. Again, it's the bully barriers. They just jump out. You play after play after play. Roberta will set up Anna Cristina, nothing doing. Kojima is there again. Going out of the back row, nothing doing for Koga. And Rosa Maria come up with something. Oh, get out of here. Koga with a ridiculous dig now. Ishikawa. Wow, come on. This is just ridiculous. How did Koga get that dig?
Great dig from Koga, and that was such a tight set to Ishikawa. I thought 100% she's gonna tip that ball. There's absolutely no way she smashes it down. But she trusts her power, not afraid of the net in front of her. Gets the point.
Yosaki nets. Brazil still with a little bit of work to do here. Just a 1 point needed on serve for parity. Taisa is cross court with it. Makes a hash of it.
Again, we talk about good misses and bad misses. That was a good miss from Hayashi. Strong swing, very purposeful, trying to go for that line. I say keep going for that shot.
Cristina. That's crazy from Koga in the back row. And Cristina will have to do it again, and Koga is there to pick it up. Iwasaki has a look around, says, "Hi, she's free." Gabi says, "I can take this." Clever dink. Back set into that block. No way through. Big block there for Anna Cristina, and look who's first there to say well done. Taisa leading the celebrations there. That's big.
Highlight of your week might be an in-match hug from Taisa. I don't know from experience, but I would imagine.
I think if you'd ever experienced one, you'd remember it. Oh, and the blocks keep on coming. And suddenly, Brazil have flipped this on its head. Carol joins the block party. Masayoshi Manabe says, "That's not my kind of party. Time out."
The momentum has definitely swung towards Brazil in the last few points, and that just shows you how quickly it can change, because Japan had some awesome hits from the left side. yet to revert to tips or rolls, but now it's in Brazil's favor. Wonder if a big part of that is just a change in dynamic with Thaisa at the front.
Well, you're absolutely right, I think, Shelby, because she is such a game changer. She brings something different that very few players in the world can bring at the front. You have to adjust.
Right, coaches talk about an X factor. Even if she's not touching the ball, her presence is absolutely felt by the other players.
Too good. Too good. And it had to be. I mean, every swing has got to be so good in this match because the back row work right across the board is just off the scale today.
And Gabi's there. The next step for her is to just move her platform to target because the effort is A+.
This is it. There's hardly any free swings for any of these players. There's always somebody there. Both sides. Ishikawa. And still need a point. So level it back up again. Anna Christina wants to make sure that doesn't happen, and that's a miss. Tight angle, and she's missed it.
Good attempt for Anna Christina trying to cut that ball in front of the 10-foot line, making it hard for the left front to get it. Just got to make sure it drops in next time.
Mary Miyabe was there. Rosa Maria made sure to keep Brazil front running. Rosa Maria on serve. Oh, and a rare mistake. Let's see if it causes a problem here. As Kojima with a poor pass. Kojima will have to set up the bump set instead. Koga can't get a winner though. Christina makes sure of that. Rosa Maria tries the roll shot and Kojima atones. And where's this going to end up? Oh my goodness, still it goes on. Rosa Maria picks up. Gabi says, let's clean this match up right there. Oh, fabulous point. Gabi out of the back row is a terrifying sight for any team.
And look how Gabi just drops her left shoulder. She is trying everything she can to get as high as possible, literally landing on the floor. That's because she's using all the momentum in her body. Insane hitting.
Up there. Little blocker who started here back into the front row. And there she is in action right there. Oh, the block is there. Oh, they fluked it, have they? Still it goes on. She's put in a bad spot there, Iwasaki, which is a shame.
Well, Nikki, you said you wanted 5 sets.
Oh, we're getting 5 sets.
I wouldn't doubt that.
No. Anna Christina. Thumping ace serve. Oh. If it was ever in any doubt that it's a 5-setter, that's just erased it right there.
Japan absolutely has to get out of that service rotation from Anna Christina. That is one of the scariest serves I've ever seen. By far, the scariest one I've seen in person. I can't get over how high she throws the ball. That's so hard to get that timing down, the footwork, the approach. So impressive.
You know, we're thinking 5 sets. You know, he's thinking it too. I mean,
definitely preparing.
Yeah, that's a dose of reality right there. That ace serve means we're going the distance here. And I'm glad we are, because this has been fun from the first point.
And this is really clean volleyball. There's no one giving up a lot of points or errors or going on bad runs. If someone goes on a run, it's because they're doing really well and earning it.
Yeah, it's not sloppy and messy. It's just high quality, isn't it?
This is an ideal match.
Anna Cristina looking for another one of those vicious aces, and she's got one, nearly. It's an overpass from Ishikawa, finished off by Gabi, but it's that serve that did the damage.
And watching Gabi, it's like you don't even know how to defend her at some point. I would love to know what coaches say when playing her, other than put your helmet on and buckle it up, stick your platform out, and just say a little prayer.
Cristina is really starting to send out some stuff. Now it's going to come back over. It has to be dealt with, and is. That's Nichika Yamada, one of the 2021 Olympians for Japan, has just been reinserted back into the lineup here. By Koga, the sub-in server, will come in. Japan not given this setup yet, but they were 24-20 down. Level it up at 24 all, but I don't see them coming back from this. Because when your sub-in server goes for a sneaky one but it doesn't work, you really are in a bit of trouble.
That error is what you definitely don't want to see this deep into a set. Just giving your opponent a point on a platter.
Carroll, serve. She will pick it up. Go into the block. I mean, they're all over the place. Koga will try and clean up and does. Well, they were completely out of system there, Japan, but the set was smart because she sent it over to the hot hand, Hayashi, the big bump set, and says, Serena Koga, you can clear this mess up for us, thank you, and she did.
Great vision by Koga, too. Perfectly going right for that split. 24 points.
Hayashi out. They bring in, they're bringing Araki for a bit more height at the net, but it doesn't matter who you've got at the net if you come up with the service error, and at 21-18 you can't do that.
And Japan's second service error.
Yeah. I mean, they're gifting the set really to Brazil here at the business end of it. 22-18, Roberta. Not going to work. She's there defensively. Ishikawa, that's not going to work. Naomi says, I've got this. Here comes Gabi again. That was never in doubt. As soon as you see Gabi lining up for it, it's like, well, that's over.
I think we have our player to watch for Brazil's next match.
Every match, let's be honest.
Yeah. I would say people are definitely watching Gabi.
Roberta sends an ace that takes us to set point.
Beautiful ace from Roberta, and all credit can go to Roberta, showing off Gabi, putting that set perfectly in the window for her offensive threats.
Roberta for the set. Ishikawa off the block will make them wait. Now here's my question to you. If you're Zé Roberto, you keeping Thaisa in for the fifth set?
That's a really good question. That's a really good question.
We'll find out, because the fifth set is going to be coming. Japan still have other ideas. And they'll keep it alive. They'll keep it alive. Koga, we've been here before. 24-20, Brazil led in set two, remember, and only just staggered over the line. I think Zé Roberto's just remembered that.
One of Japan's players to watch, Koga, staying so consistent, and she moves the ball around a lot, but it's not with tips and rolls. She's staying consistent in how hard she's been hitting all match long.
Can we be greedy and ask for 7 sets? I don't want this one to end.
Just go downstairs and ask. They'll make an exception if you ask, Nick.
You're the persuasive one of the two of us. You get down there.
Oh, I'll take that. Thank you. Really, I would not be able to guess who's going to win the whole thing.
No, all bets are off on that one. I think the one thing we can say is it's going to be a fifth set, because surely Japan can't come back from this. Here we go. Roberta, Thaisa, set 5 coming.
Well, that's one good way for Thaisa to prove herself that she should be starting that 5th set.
I think it'd be a heck of a call not to put Thaisa in, especially if she says, I want it.
And like we keep talking about, it's not just Thaisa's numbers, it's what she's bringing to her teammates. That's a real thing, is how people play when you are on the court.
There's a presence about a double Olympic gold medalist that you just can't replicate. That's why he sent her in.
Oh, what a showdown, these two. Koga and Gabi.
Going into a 5th set, Brazil and Japan. Our colleague Mark Perkins, who knows everything, knows the history of this game inside out. Didn't he say these two went 5 sets last time they played? He did. He didn't tell us who won, but it must have been Brazil. Here's the numbers. Look at all those blocks. Thaisa and Carol going off the scale there. A couple of aces thrown in as well. Brazil are the team with a little bit of momentum, but twice Japan have led. Twice Brazil have pegged them back. And Japan turn around this 5th setter as well.
The thing for Japan is they have to contain Gabi this 5th set, because they don't have room in a 5th set to go on lows. That momentum has to be there from the beginning to the end. And if they can't contain Gabi, there's probably a good chance they're not going to win this whole match. And same goes for Brazil. If they can't contain Koga, there's a great chance they won't win this match either. These outsides are making such a difference for their team.
Then chuck in Ishikawa, who's got 18 points as well.
Oh, but then the digs. Naomi, Kojima, Fukume. All so fun to watch. And it's not just the liberos, it's the hitters in the back row. Everyone is getting amazing digs.
Okay, so they cancel each other out. Blocking. Carol has 5 blocks. Thaisa has 3 blocks in a set and a bit. If it comes down to one element, we look at Koga's numbers now, could blocking be the difference between these two teams? And if it is, surely that favors Brazil.
Brazil has more blocks, yes, but Japan is so good at covering. I don't think they did as much coverage last set as they have been during the match. If they can turn that back on, that's going to shut down Brazil and get really frustrating to them.
The Thaisa question, as we look at Ishikawa's points, has been answered. She's out there.
I agree with that move.
I'm not sure Zé Roberto would have even had a say in that. If Thaisa says, I'm out, you are not taking me out of this game, he said, fine. You don't argue.
No, but I know you're joking, but I bet she actually would do that.
I was not joking.
Okay.
I was not.
She's like, I'm literally not leaving this court. I think her teammates would be okay with that too.
Yeah, and I think Zé Roberto wouldn't mind either.
Yeah.
First to 15, remember. Got to win by 2 clear points. Gabi with the pickup. Maria can't get a winner, but it's an overpass. Thaisa says, that's why they've kept me on the floor.
I like how Thaisa passed it so low to where there was no way Roberta could set anybody else. She literally was forced to set Thaisa.
Big from Naomi. Thaisa will set someone else this time. Christina will swing it into the block and out, and it's Brazil that jump out to the early start here. You don't want to be falling behind when it's a race to 15.
And even though it's only the first 2 points and it's both Brazil's, like you said, when it's 15 points, that feels like 5 points.
Gabi looking to pour on the pain here for Japan. This has got to go. Gabi says it's not going to go, but it will end up falling very, very nicely for Koga. Gabi tried the foot save. They're pretty good at that foot thing in Brazil, by the way. A lot of good soccer players coming out of there, and Gabi, not quite one of them on this occasion.
You know what? We should tell her that you said that, and then she would have 10-foot saves next match.
I saw that in slow motion. You could see Roberta has seen where Thaisa is, and it's just like, take it there.
Thaisa looks like an actual machine from the approach, the windup, and beating out 3 players, the blocker, the wing, the back.
Takes it out the end line, sends in a short floater. The block comes in. Anna Cristina alongside Carol. I think Carol might just be claiming block number 6 there. And this final set has just spiraled completely out of control.
Carol just flying into her pin, making sure, even though she's a little late, she's going to make that rep count. Japan has come too far to roll over and just give Brazil the momentum. That's probably going to be the key, is who can finish the 5th set with all the momentum, playing clean. That's who's going to win it.
I just think what we talked about earlier, you know, blocks have taken over now. Blocks are the difference maker. Brazil with 12 of them, Carol with 6. Thaisa, they're always a threat to block now. And I think mentally that's got into Japan's heads. They're thinking about the block and what they've got to deal with.
I will not forget Thaisa blocking the middle, right, and left all in one play.
Oh, that was highlight reel. That is as good a swing as you'll see under those circumstances from Koga, dropping it just inside the line where nobody was anywhere near it. Not out of this yet. You've got the likes of Koga and Ishikawa. We're going to see a sub-in server once again. No, she's not coming in to serve this time. Kurogo does bring presence of her own at 184. She's in the back row here, not the front row. Maybe with a perfect pass, reverting to Carol. See ya. That was as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Really insistent play. It all starts with that serve, receive, pass, allowing Roberta to run that fast tempo offense that our team thrives on.
So not the greatest of passes this time. I guess that's how you do with it.
What an approach. There's just some approaches where you know that is going to be a point, and this is one of them. Look at Koga literally flying into the net, not even worrying about the perfect 4 hands in front of her, and coming over her left shoulder, a little awkward. She could care less.
Send it back to Anna Cristina. Drops that short of the back row as well. Smart play from Anna Cristina.
Look how tight that ball is. Most players would just try and shove that ball down the line with a tip. Not Anna Cristina, she's going for that hard hit.
A little touch of Ishikawa, which helped. That's going to go, that's going to go. Carol sticks another one on. I mean, this is, you know, we talk about Gabi, then we talk about Thaisa, and now we're going to start talking about Carol. 7 blocks.
Like you said, it's all in the blocks right now. That's completely the story. And once you get to that 8-point mark, it gets really mentally draining on your opponent. In the 5th set, that is. Day 1 of week 2, and we already are going to 5 sets. What more could you ask for, Nick?
Absolutely. I'll tell you, this match is worthy of a Final Four. It's been great from the first point. 2 really good teams going at it, hammer and tongs. As you said earlier, you know, this hasn't been a mess and a sloppy and, you know, poor matchups. It's just been well played by both teams. You're actually going to feel sorry for Japan that they're going to lose this unless there's a huge turnaround. It's not over yet. And Cristina, the service error, just a little lifeline for Japan.
To your point, even when Brazil has taken off, it's not that Japan is playing poorly. It's that Brazil is getting monster blocks, awesome attacks. Yes, Brazil missed that serve, but other than that, both teams going all out.
The first appearance for the backup setter today, Nanami Seki. She comes in at the end line. Gabi. Looked for the hands and got them.
What a shot. That's going to go in eventually. That's a good miss from Gabi. That's the first time she's even tried that roll. Excuse me, got the hands. I really like that changeup. You haven't seen her do that at all this match. The fact that she can pull out different tools from her tool belt this late in the match shows you how dynamic she is.
Flipping it to the other side, Seki coming in a very, very bad spot. That's a gutsy call by coach as well. To switch your setter this deep in the 5th set.
But when you're this deep, just change it up. You got...
Roll the dice.
Yes, exactly.
Seki sends it backside. Scruffy, and it doesn't work out. Again, Ishikawa not put in a good position there at all. And I think that might be last chance gone. It's the new setter coming in. It's just not quite up to speed. How we serve. It's going to get contained. Here goes Gabi. Terrific rescue there. Ishikawa. And yeah, that took a funny little hop and had 2 of them guessing. Miyabe gets a funny little kick off that. And you end up with Carol, it is, along with Anna Cristina in the back row, and neither quite knew what to do about it.
And bringing in Seki, yes, it's a high-pressure situation to walk into, but sometimes you just want to change the mojo on the court. There doesn't have to even be a reason every single time. When you're down this bad in the 5th set, I don't like to saying you have nothing to lose, because you do, but you're already in a huge deficit.
Anna Cristina is okay. So Roberto and some of the staff were on there, along with our second referee as well, just to make sure everything was okay there. You saw just both of them froze there off that funny tip that it took. That keeps Japan alive, but it's a long, long road back. And with the pass, Roberto sets it up. There's Maria, nothing doing. It's a rescue of sorts, but they should put this away. Taisa can't really attack it. Puts her hand up to Roberta to say that's on me. But they'll still get another chance here, and Roberta then will send it to Gabi. Oh, are you kidding me? Fukudome with a dig, and Gabi with a dig at the other end. This is just crazy. Now Japan with another chance to win it. Koga, nothing doing. Taisa's there to send it back. Send it over the other side. Still it won't go. And Rosa Maria with the dig this time. Rosa Maria with the dump on that one. And finally, Japan win the point. And what a point. This deep in the 5th set, these 2 teams come up with a point like that.
It's the long con play. Again, Japan staying in their coverage. These all-out digs. Not just great placement, but the target is there. In the block, Japan's finally getting their own.
I mean, there's a timeout. Let me throw another question to you. Who on earth do you pick as the MVP of this game? There's about 10 candidates.
I know, you're so right. We've been saying so many names so many times. I'll say this. Other than the liberos, you'd have to think the setters, because these hitters would have no success, not at least the amount of success without the setters. We continuously say Gabi, Koga, but give credit to the setters that are really setting these players up for success.
So we like the liberos, we like the setters. Koga's got 29 points, Gabi's got 23 points. We've got Carol with 7 blocks. There's 7 candidates for MVP right there. I think that really just sums up how good a match this has been. So much high-class volleyball on both sides of the net. No loser today for me. This has been outstanding. Roberta over to Gabi. She's on that list.
I just want to know, really, I would love to be in Japan's huddle when it comes to how do you defend Gabi. That block looks great. Nothing wrong with it. It's connected, it's pressing. Ishikawa is trying to get that ball, getting body on the ground. Japan's doing everything they can.
10-6. Roberta with serve. It's a sneaky little short. Koga. Somehow that has fluked its way back over. Koga has to go again. No way through. No way through. I think Rosa Maria is claiming that one over Taisa. And it's another big block. The blocks are the backbreaker for Brazil in this 5th set.
Brazil all hugging Gabi after that reaction. And again, that's not just Gabi getting hit. That is Gabi putting her body in the way of the ball, stopping the play. That is pure athleticism.
That surely is game over. Surely. Seki takes a look, sends it backside. Clever. Koga finishes the job.
And that was the first thing we said before the match, is that Japan's not the most physical team. They play smart. They'll expose those open holes. Even with the tips, they make production happen.
Miyabe. Taisa gets blocked out. Gabi. She gets denied. Shikawa with a crazy dig. Gabi has another go. No way through again. Seki sends it near side. Koga gets wiped out by Taisa. Just a wipeout block.
Taisa saying, I'm not just a presence on the court. I will stuff you in your face. Again, she's so good at reading across the net, deciding where to go, when to jump.
Back again, have to win it again, send it over the other side. That's a very tough down the line, and she couldn't quite bring it in there. Koga, and that surely is the end of that. Taisa incidentally now a double-figure game, bearing in mind she's been on for less than half the match. Gabi. Koga with a tough one. Picked up by Roberta. Ana Cristina goes cross-court. I don't think that catches any hands. Indeed, it does not. Japan not going quietly here.
Ana Cristina definitely is going to benefit from some rest after this match.
I think you and I are going to benefit from the rest after this match. I mean, it's been pulsating. Roberta put in a bad spot there off a poor pass in Japan. Don't tell me they're coming again. Surely not.
Japan can't afford to give Brazil 1 point.
All right, Cristina. There's Maria, nothing doing here. Chances for Japan. Koga can't take advantage though. Huge bump set from Miami to Ana Cristina. Ishikawa again. Koga takes it on. Gabi's there. Ana Cristina's done well. Gabi will fire it in. No chance on that occasion. And there's a lovely high swing. Lovely angle from Aika Araki, and Japan are not going quietly.
I like the confidence and aggressiveness from Araki. Not going for a tip or a roll, going for that hard swing. And I like the goggles back on her, bringing that original mojo back to her teammates.
(13-7). You're booking a taxi. Suddenly it's 13-10, and Zé Roberto's thinking maybe we need to hold that taxi.
And Japan's playing on fire the last few points, but if they even give 1 point to Brazil and make it a 14-10 set, that's essentially a nail in the coffin right there. And I like the fact that Japan is responding with aggressive hits, great digs, playing so confident. Both teams, no one's playing scared, no one's backing down.
And Japan keep the dream alive again. It's not the best of passes, and then so Taisa says, don't worry, I got this.
I love watching Taisa because, yes, she's a competitor, but she's having fun right now. It's fun to win. It's fun to score.
It's not fun to play against her, I believe. I hear that's not quite so much fun. That's match point. Koga gets it over. Thaisa turns setter, Anna Cristina gets blocked. Aika Araki says, you're getting ready to celebrate? Wait, stick that cork back in the champagne bottle, Brazil.
Great job by Araki, and that split was there, but she stayed true to her read, pressed over the net, and kept those hands strong.
Need huge serves. Gabi has picked this up. Here comes Rosa Maria. No, it's not going to go. Fukudome's there. Tough one. Ishikawa way off net, and she's put it wide. What a terrific match. What a way for Brazil and Japan to open their accounts here in Macau. That was a classic.
Amazing play from Brazil. Tough way for Ishikawa and her team to end, but they should be so proud. What an amazing match to watch. You could not ask for better volleyball. Day 1 of week 2 VNL.